Alright, welcome back again. This is part 3. This is going to be the foot. Previously we went over the leg bones and the hip bones and the sacrum and coccyx. Hopefully you remember what those all are. I'm going to go over probably all of the foot here. I might get to the silent part. I'll find out as I go. Alright? This is one of my favorite structures in the body. Now, because it's a foot, because that'd be kind of weird, but because of the bones here, it has one of my favorite bones in the body, which is the talus and the calcaneus, which are two bones. Alright? The talus is this part right here. It attaches to your leg. This is what everything in your body, all your weight sits on. Somehow this bone, and with help from the calcaneus, is able to take all the weight in your body and support it without breaking. Alright? Somehow. We'll find out how later in the semester, obviously. But, so this is the talus. It's on top. The talus. It's on top of the foot. And it has this smooth part right here, so your foot can bend up and down like this. Alright? Flex and extend. Alright? Alright, and we have the calcaneus, which is shaped like a C on the back here. It's your heel. The calcaneus. Alright? Next we have the navicular. I knew I was going to say it wrong if I don't look at it. The navicular, which is right in front of the talus on the foot. So if these are the toes, we have the navicular. Right here. And if you want to see it from the back, it's right here. It's kind of pointed. Navicular. Alright? Next we have the cuboid, which is cubular shaped, sort of. It is this bone right here. So we have the calcaneus, the talus, the navicular, the cuboid, the next biggest bone. Cuboid. On the bottom, cuboid. Alright, and finally for these bones in the foot, we have the cuneiforms, which are these three right here. We have the medial, the intermediate, and the lateral cuboid bones. I did that backwards as I was saying them, but I was pointing at each one. So this is the medial cuboid. This is the, lateral, medial cuneiform, intermediate cuneiform, and lateral cuneiform. But you just need to know that these are the cuneiforms as far as this list says. Next we have the metatarsals. Much like in the hand, this part is under your skin, under your muscle, or whatever. And the toes only point out a little bit. Okay? So this part is the metatarsals. And as with the fingers, these are the phalanges, the toes. Phalanges. Meta is kind of in between, so it's metatarsals. Alright? Now we're going to note some structures and one more bone, two more bones actually. The sesame seeds. Sesamoid bones, like sesame seeds. Sesamoid bones. Those are under your big toe. Alright? That also helps support you. Without those, you'd be walking a little awkward. Alright? Sesamoid bones. Alright, now we have the sustentacellum tali, and I know I'm still saying it wrong. Sustentacellum tali is if you think about the word, it kind of makes sense where it is. It's sustaining. This little part right here is underneath the talus, the bone that supports everything in the body, and the calcaneus. So this right here supports the talus. So that's also supporting everything in the body. So the sustain, or sustentacellum tali. Alright? That little protrusion on the calcaneus right there. Next, we have the tuber calcanei, which the tuber calcanei is on the heel. Alright? So the tuber calcanei. And lastly, the fibular trochanter, or also known as on our sheet, the peroneal tubercle, another T word. Gotta love those T words. Again, on the calcaneus. A lot of the structures are on the calcaneus, luckily. This part kind of juts out right there. See that? That is the peroneal tubercle or the fibular trochlea. Depending on which one you want to use, both are right. Peroneal tubercle, fibular trochlea. Whichever T word you can remember. I just wouldn't interchange them. Lastly, we have this hole right here, which kind of goes underneath the toes. This is a, I had it on my list, sinus tarsi. Sinus means empty space, sort of, like your nasal sinus. In the bones, so sinus tarsi. Sinus tarsi. Underneath the tarsal, so sinus tarsi. Alright, and I do have time on this tape. On this tape I will do the silent study. So we'll try this. If you've watched these before, you know how this works. I hold up a bone, I point to random structures on it, and you can write down what they are if you want to, and then look them up later. Alright, so we will start with this bone. Again, I don't do this in any general order, so that it may be a bit more random, so you're not just going through your list naming everything. Alright, so I will start with this, right here. This part that looks like a scorpion tail, or a rattlesnake tail. Okay? Hopefully you remember that one. This part that looks like a chair, with speakers in it, 8 holes. This part, seat. On to the next bone. That one should hopefully, excuse me, be easier. So we'll go to the next bone, which is this one. And I'm going to point to it in just a sec. I'm just putting it down and drink. Clear my throat. Alright. So let's start with this fan part. We'll do the sections first. I know it's doing it in order, but sections. And of course, if I'm going too fast, you can stop the film and write it down per minute. Now I'm going to point at parts. Good luck with the spelling of this one, by the way. And this one. Sound it out. Wow. Alright. Now this top part of this section. Alright, now I'm going to point to these. Should play some music or something. One of my friends suggested Jeopardy music. Doo 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 doo. Alright, and one more. Oh, and this part. Well, hopefully you got all of that one. We'll go to the next one, which is this bone. Go ahead and write down the name of that bone. And I'll mess with you a bit. I'll put it on the other end first. Alright, so this part's on this side. So I move my camera. This part's on this side. So what's this one? And likewise, what's this one? Alright. And you don't need to know this in between. But if you want bonus points, go ahead and guess it. Alright. Now we'll go with these lines on here as a hint. Moving up to this. And then this. Finally, the area around this. And this ball part. Let's switch hands. And the speck in the ball part. Alright. Now we're going to go to the tibia. Oh, I gave it away. I'm sorry. Bonus points. You get a free one. Freebie. Alright. Remembering which side that's on. What's this one? And then this one. And then them together. Alright. Now what's this? Can you name that bone? I'll place that off to the side. And I have this one, which I will not say the name of. Make sure you don't mix it up with the other one though. And what's this? Then what's this? And then we have this. And once again, I'm going to have to cut off the last part. Hopefully you know it's the foot, because I'm running out of time on this tape. But I won't put it on another tape because that'll waste space on my computer. But what you can do is you can replay this tape silently. Okay? I gotta go now because now it's out of time.